Monique. 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 Juist. The language. I'm gonna talk to you, Monique. You are listening right now to this cassette because I'm sitting here in front of this microphone in a small room somewhere in a city. It is very early in the morning and I'm gonna talk to you. Just talking, opening my mouth, having words roll out, no preparation. I can stop this cassette. I have to keep talking. The words keep coming. All I have to do is talk to you, and I know that time and space don't exist, because right now on this moment, you are listening to this voice. And this voice is coming out of the loudspeakers or perhaps out of your earphones, into your ears, deep into your ears, where it will reach your brain. And once the vibrations of this voice are there, you can go with the voice, with me, into wherever we want to go. A different world perhaps, or any world we choose to create. Because I don't know if you realize, but the entire world is stories. It's all storytelling. Whatever you see, whatever you experience around you, made by humans, whatever you see in nature, it's all storytelling. The stories being told to you, the stories decide how you see, what you see, and if I change the story, everything you see will change. If you go with me, of course, that's all you have to do. Go with me. And I will make sounds and create voices and stories and explain you how it works, because I know you want to tell stories, don't you? You desperately want to tell stories. You are a great storyteller. You talked to me over the phone and you could not stop talking. You talked and talked and talked, and you had to just leave because something was on the stove, something was in the oven, something was burning. Reality, whatever that is called, you had to stop telling stories. But you would have loved to go on. You said you want to write, you want to tell, you know you're good at it. Whenever you start talking, you start swimming, yes. You dive into the deep and you swim and you swim, and there you go. And you don't think anymore, you just go. And you see that people go with you if they want it or not. They just listen, they are sucked in because you are sucked in. You jumped in the water and you go. You know, it is nice here. It's a little chilly. It's very early in the morning. But I'm actually sitting here next to this river. I'm looking out over the river. It's beautiful. Very beautiful. And that river streams. And sometimes there's a boat passing. Sometimes there's ducks. Sometimes I hear birds and there's a chilly wind, and I have my cassette recorder on my lap and I'm sitting here next to the water and I have this microphone in my hand and I'm talking to you like a maniac. Because I have to just keep talking. And the strange thing is you are not there, you are not reacting. I cannot see how you react to my words. So the only thing I can do is feel how I react to my words. If it does something to me. If it does something to me, if it moves me, if I don't think anymore, if I'm just sitting here, just talking and believing in what I see, if I am here on this river, seeing the river and knowing the whole river is just a story. If I just look at that river and I just keep talking, I know that you will keep listening. Perhaps you think I'm overdoing this a little bit. Perhaps you think I should talk a little bit more sophisticated. Perhaps you think. Then I know my talking is in vain. And I can talk what I want, but you won't listen. But then I don't believe in my own stories. And you know how it is. If you want to tell stories, and I mean not just stories that happen to you. Oh no, I mean stories that come to you, that you create. Or perhaps you don't create them. Perhaps you have to jump into the river and swim and don't think, don't create at all. Just make yourself as empty as possible. Be empty-headed, a dummy, and just blabbermouth. Just don't think. Just say the first words that come into your mouth. Just taste them. Just speak them. Just trust them. Just let them go. Huh? How about that? Just be a blabbermouth. Just don't interfere. Don't try to be good. Don't try to be interesting. Don't try to be deep. Just go. Just talk. Just talk. Like a chicken without a head. Like a monkey. Just doing. Just, you have to swim, otherwise you drown. If you start talking, don't stop talking. Look over the river. Become silent. And just don't worry about your empty-headedness, your stupidity, your inferior quality, whatever you think you are. Just enjoy, trust whatever idiocy comes out of your mouth. The first thing you say, is that what it's gonna be? Just like that. Nothing else. You have prepared your entire life for this moment. All I want you to do, Monique, is to take a cassette and a cassette recorder. I'm sure you can find one. Just take a microphone. Just sit down in the garden, next to the freeway, in front of the open window, on the toilet, wherever you want to sit. Perhaps you should close your eyes and start listening to the sounds. I know you are a very, very good storyteller. I've looked at you. I know how you can manipulate people. All you do is you open your heart, and you sit there and you just start talking. And you see how you suck them in, how they love to go with you, how they listen to you. As long as you lose yourself in what you say, they go with you. As long as you see what you tell them, as long as it exists for you, then they will see it in front of their eyes. You are not important at all. Your story is important. In fact, when you are telling a lie, you are telling a story. And you know you have to tell a very good story. Your lies have to be perfect. People have to believe your lies, don't they? Yes. If you have to lie, then you make sure you are the best storyteller in the world. You make them believe everything depends on it. Imagine that they discover your truth. Just make them believe it's all stories, even your truths. All you have to do is go completely and forget yourself. You are not important at all. Just the story is important. In fact, if you are lying and you become conscious about the fact that you are lying, if you are interfering, if you are seeing what you are doing, you lose your concentration and people will discover that you are not telling the truth, that you are lying, that you are evil, that you are boring. They will go away. They're not interested in this mumbling idiot who's trying to whatever. But as soon as you forget yourself and you completely go into the story, whatever that story is, it doesn't really matter. Just believe in it completely. Then everybody will listen. They have no choice. They just simply have to listen. Because we are connected, not with what we think. We all think something different, Monique. You think something completely different than I do, isn't it? You have a completely different brain than I do. You come from a totally different background. You lived in the jungle. I lived somewhere in the boondocks. You are from South Africa and Germany and Belgium and all these very strange, exotic, weird countries. I lived in America, in Germany, in Italia. It's all so different. Different teachers, different stories, a totally different mind, formed completely different. If you look at this microphone or this cassette recorder or the loudspeaker that you are listening to, and I look at it too, we both see something completely different. Completely different. I could not even start to imagine what you are seeing. It's just that we both call it a microphone, or we both call it a loudspeaker, or a cassette. It's just a name, it's just a story. But what we see is completely, utterly different, believe me. We have no connection there whatsoever. Just the story connects us, that's all. But in our guts, in our hara, in our heart, whatever we call it, there we are the same, Monique. If you start to cry, if you intensely start to cry from all your heart, the world stops. Nobody can shut off from that. The entire restaurant will feel it. Everybody in the neighborhood will feel it in their guts, in their heart. If you are really crying, if you cry from your heart, oh yes, nobody will be able to shut out that feeling, that strong, intense radiation. Nobody. Believe me, nobody. But in the mind, they are all thinking something different, Monique. Some will think you are an idiot. Some will have compassion. Others will have all kind of other feelings. But it doesn't really matter. Because after talking for so long, and I'm talking to you endlessly like a river, like a stream, you don't remember the words. Oh no, you don't remember the words. The words are not important at all. All you remember is the feeling, the heart, the guts, the river. Yes, the river. The words, Monique. Just the words. Don't think about them. They're not important. Just let them come. Just let them flow out of that mouth. Don't think about content, deepness, anything. You know you're good. You have proven it over and over again. You are very interesting. Fascinating, aren't you? All you have to do is let it go. Trust it. Just trust it. It's so easy, in fact, and yet so difficult, isn't it? It is very difficult, isn't it? Everything has always stopped you, isn't it? Everybody was out to stop you. Like sadists. Nobody understands. Stop. Don't do it. No, ask permission. Be polite. No, you can't play outside. You have to work, right? Study, please. You have to career. Yes. No. If you want to get anywhere, and especially at the top, you have to be a winner. Please, go for it. Go for it. Yes. Very good. Very good. No. Don't do this. Please. No. If you want me to angry, no. No. Oh, good. Yeah, no. Give me back. Give me. Oh, good. Monique, please. Good. Behave, misbehave. Good. Very good. Now dress up nicely. You have to be very nice. Nice girl. Good. Good, very good. Yes. Good. Now you are fair. So I like you very much like this. Yes, I like you. You are very good. Good. Very good. Now, and behave, please. People like you much better like this. Really. People like you like this. Yes. Very good. Yes, and don't tell stories. Always tell the truth, Monique. Behave. Be polite. We have to be able to trust you, don't we? Monique, if you want to tell stories, let them go, those words. Let them be free. Don't worry. Just let them flow out. Like idiot balloons. Don't try to control them. You have been controlled long enough now. You can do it. Oh yes. You can do it. It's easy. Take a cassette and a microphone. Don't worry about the sound quality. I don't. Just start talking. Without music, it doesn't matter. Outside with your microphone. The microphone picks up your voice and all the music around you. Just let it be music. Just feel it, Monique. And you will be the greatest storyteller ever. You are not important. The story is. Really. I love you.